So in the wintertime, everything is a little bit drier and feels a little more crisp. The humidity in the air is down and things are starting to freeze. This typically results in a loss of moisture. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Laura, I'm a hairstylist, and today we're going to talk about why you have dry hair and scalp in the wintertime, as well as 7 different tips of what you can do to fix it. So when it's cold outside, we aren't sweating nearly as much. And when you sweat, you're actually increasing the amount of oil that your sebaceous glands are producing. So when you're not sweating as much, you're not producing as much oil to moisturize your hair and your skin. But not to worry, because if you follow my winter hair care routine, you'll avoid some of that seasonal dryness on your hair and scalp. Okay, so number 1 is to not wash your hair as frequently in the winter months. So since it's cooler out and we're not sweating as much and we're not producing as much oil, it doesn't make sense to wash your hair as frequently. Shampooing your hair strips the hair and your scalp of its natural oils that keep it moisturized and hydrated. So naturally, when you're stripping those oils away, you're gonna feel drier. So depending on your hair type, I typically recommend washing your hair 1 to 3 times a week. Those with finer and thinner hair types should wash their hair more frequently than those with thicker and coarser hair types. And this is just because you don't have as much hair to absorb the oils, so it's gonna feel oilier quicker. Number 2 is to use moisturizing and tea tree shampoos and conditioners for your hair and scalp. Now, if it's your hair that is feeling particularly brittle and dry, then I recommend going with a moisturizing shampoo. This shampoo is not going to strip as many of the oils, leaving your hair feeling as dry, and it's gonna help to deliver excess moisture to the inner layers of your hair strand. And if your main focus is on your scalp being too dry, then I definitely recommend using a tea tree shampoo and conditioner. Tea tree oil has natural antifungal properties that not only eliminates dandruff, but it also soothes and moisturizes a dry and flaky scalp. Just be prepared, because when you use this shampoo, it is a little cooling, almost like a peppermint feeling, so it can be a little bit shocking if you're not expecting it. Number 3 is to perform weekly hair and scalp masks. Now, depending on the severity of the dryness in your hair or your scalp, you may want to do this every single time you wash your hair. If your hair is bleached, damaged, or just feels really dry, then you'll want to do this every single time. But if you're just trying to avoid your hair and scalp from getting too dry, then you can do this once a week to once every other week. And I want to point out that coconut oil and other home remedies may smooth the outer layer of your hair. They're not actually going to deliver moisture to the inner layers of your hair. This is because they're not formulated to actually penetrate deep into the hair. What they do instead is coat the outside of your hair. They'll smooth down the outer layer to give it the appearance that it's smooth, but in reality, this can cause a buildup on the hair that actually blocks moisture from getting inside of your hair. And it actually can do the opposite. If it's blocking moisture from getting in, then your hair is going to become drier. So when it comes to deep conditioners and masks, I do recommend getting an actual hair care product that is formulated to moisturize the inner layers of your hair strand. Now, I recommend different products whether you have dry hair, a dry scalp, or both. If you have a dry scalp, you may just want to go with the tea tree hair and scalp treatment, which will moisturize both. But if it's just your hair that's feeling dry, then you can go with just a moisturizing hair treatment. Okay, number 4 are leave-in moisturizing products. So just as it's important to moisturize your face and your skin when you get out of the shower, the same is true with your hair. You should be using a leave-in conditioner when your hair is wet before you blow it dry. Now, this is something that should never be skipped, whether you use heat tools or your hair is color treated or not. And a leave-in conditioner can come in several different forms. You can get something that is a really lightweight moisturizing spray all the way to a heavier duty serum or an oil. Now, if you have curly or extremely frizzy hair, then I actually recommend using both a cream-based product as well as an oil-based leave-in product. And if scalp itchiness is something that you're struggling with, then I recommend using a topical leave-in medicated scalp treatment. Now, these are typically formulated with hydrocortisone as well as aloe, so they're going to help to reduce the itchiness as well as deliver extra moisture. Number 5, tame flyaways and staticky hair with a dry conditioner. Now, one of the biggest hidden treasures in the hair care product market is dry conditioner. Whenever I bring up dry conditioner to a client, they always tell me they've never heard of it before. But let me tell you that this product is a hidden gem. Dry conditioner will smooth your flyaway hair, soften frizzy hair, as well as tame staticky hair. And it does this all without weighing your hair down or making it greasy. And this is because it comes in an aerosol spray, not an actual liquid product. You'll use it the same way you use dry shampoo. And in fact, I actually love to use this after I use dry shampoo so that my hair feels a little bit softer and less gritty. Now you can get just a regular dry conditioner, or you can get some that are in a hairspray format, so they do offer a little bit of hold just to help hold those flyaways down. Okay, number 6 is to dry your hair before going outside. Now besides the fact that you would be absolutely freezing, going outside in freezing temperatures with wet hair can actually cause your hair to freeze, like icicles. I remember as a kid growing up in Cleveland, I went out and waited for the bus with freezing wet hair, and I realized that my hair completely froze and turned into an icicle. So for me, this was a huge lesson learned that going outside with wet hair when it's freezing outside is a big no-no. Okay, and number 7 is to avoid cotton or wool hats. So just as a cotton pillowcase is not good for your hair, hats aren't either. I know for me that I have worn a wool sweater and I've had my hair turn into a giant rat's nest knot in the back just from moving around. The outer layer of our hair, the cuticle, opens up and kind of grabs a hold of the fibers in the wool and the cotton, and it causes the hair to get frizzy, tangled, and really unmanageable. So my recommendation is to wear a silk or satin lined hat, just so your hair isn't rubbing against the harsh material. Silk is the best material for your hair, but anything with a smoother feel like satin is a great alternative. All right guys, that's it for this video. Leave me a comment if you learned anything new, and make sure you subscribe if you want to make every day a good hair day. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.